I'm not used to hanging out with black people because I come from a town of all white people, so I decided to go home.
Welcome to Bad Girls Club, Where Are They Now? Where we go season by season to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. And where are they now? And I did some digging for y'all.
Watch what you say to me, because you never know what I'm gonna do. Don't mess with me, honey. It's not good for you.
So first we're going to start off with Amy Landy. She was just 24 when she was on Bad Girls Club season 1, and a lot of people know her for her bangs and her very strong Philly accent. And a lot of people don't recognize this, but she was actually the very first bad girl to start touching people's stuff. And a lot of people do remember her fight with Ty at the beach. I would say that amongst fans, some people like Amy and some people don't. I didn't have an issue with her, and I liked that she was the only girl who did not mind being at the Black Club. She had no problem with it, so she's cool by me. And the limo was empty when they went to the Black Club, except for Amy. She was like the only one that went.
Zara's more closed-minded than I am, so she was her pants about going to a black club.
Because we all know what Zara thought about it, but we'll get to that later. She kind of always stood her ground, which I can also appreciate. As of present day, she has said that she of course regrets what she did on Bad Girls Club. On her Instagram it does say roadie life, but allegedly she's working in the music industry now. Up next we have 23-year-old Ripsy, and I'm sorry but I loved her fashion. I remember her wearing the Madonna Confessions tour shirt, and then she would wear this like diamond cross necklace. Like she was the epitome of like 2000s fashion. And also her French tips. But who could forget her very infamous crash out that she had that ultimately made the most noise in season 1.
I'm so sorry, honey. She's drinking something.
This crash out moment after a night of would ultimately get her kicked out of the house in episode 3. So many fans even to this day hate that she got kicked out of episode 3 and really wanted her to stay. She was definitely a fan favorite and made her mark. As of 2025, Ripsy's moments have been turned into a meme, and she unfortunately allegedly had a DUI in 2009. She was found passed out in the driver's seat of a running car, which is extremely scary. 2 people have insight saying that she's doing well and working in a dental office and wants nothing to do with Bad Girls Club. And also someone from her home state says that she was indirectly at fault for the DUI. Currently, she has no social media. Next up, we have 29-year-old Jody, which is y'all's fave. She left the show after fighting with Ripsy's op Carrie. Jody had a lot of key moments on the show and is a fan favorite. Personally, I never liked Jody, and that's because Leslie is my goat, and I didn't like the way she did her at that club. Basically, if you don't remember the club scene, there was an incident in which this guy was all up on Jody in the club, and he was getting really close to her and like on her bottom half of her body, if you get what I'm saying, and just being really creepy. And Leslie pushed him out of the way and said, move, get off her. And what ended up happening was Leslie actually got kicked out. Like there was a bouncer who was very forceful with her, and Leslie in the limo was like, why didn't you stick up for me? Why didn't you stick up for me? And Jody turned around and like made fun of her occupation for being a dancer, which I feel like was a low blow. Like she could have said anything else except for reality, which is like her dancing, and trying to shame her for being a dancer.
In the process, did I go wrong because she got thrown out because I couldn't defend like the freaking 300-pound security guard?
And
manhandled
there's
you?
a fight going on. You don't care about the security guard.
Exactly.
You do the protection of your friends.
But
There
that's
wasn't
my
any
fault.
what was
That's
the
my
protection
fault
of the
because
friends?
I have.
You make
It's
sure
all
no
right.
guys hit her.
Zara.
No,
What are you talking about? Guy
Don't
hitting
get
her?
involved, Zara.
You have no class at all.
Right.
I hang from the mother.
Don't get in my face.
Let me
Don't get in my face. Don't get in my
The only
face.
reason why I got into it with the dude was because of you.
Yeah,
So if I get to argue with the dude, have my back.
Jody looks exactly the same nearly 20 years later, living out her high life lifestyle with designer bags and going to the Emmys. She is now a mom of 2. Up next, we have my absolute favorite this season, which is Leslie. Like, she could never get enough praise for me. Like, she is just absolutely stunning, and in my opinion, she was the most level-headed and reasonable in the house. Like, she just had a good head on her shoulders. And in my opinion, she was definitely the leader of the house. Unfortunately, she was arrested in 2018 due to driving while impaired. She now seems to be doing way better and is living in Ontario, Canada. She loves live music, wineries, and is very passionate about self-love. Up next, we have 25-year-old Ty, and I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but she actually grew up in foster care and ran away when she was little from that foster home. Like, she pretty much has done everything herself and owes all of her success to herself. Like, she has worked incredibly hard despite her tough upbringing.
Yeah, you just beat her up last night.
Because she makes comments all the time.
Everybody is gonna make comments. You're
She
around
acts like she's better than everybody
different
else.
personalities.
The only person she worried about is Carrie.
You don't deserve to put your hands on nobody, you know what I'm saying, unless
You're
you're in
right.
self-defense.
You're right about
so
that.
regardless of what happened the other night, last night was a new night, you know what I'm saying? Jody was sleeping in her bed. Regardless of what
I don't
happened, you know what I'm
remember
saying?
any of it.
I know you guys have your problems or whatever, but nobody deserves for somebody to put their hands on them.
She sadly did get jail time for whenever she ran away from the foster home. And she did get evicted from the Bad Girls Club house after fighting with Carrie. But now she lives in Georgia and is a web designer. And she loves to travel and is a part of the LGBT community. Now for Zara, my least favorite this season. First of all, the thing that I didn't care for is her being 22, talking about how she was dating a high schooler. Her boyfriend was 18, but it's still just a little bit weird. And she acknowledged that it was weird on TV. Then on top of that, she did end up like cheating on her boyfriend, got with this guy. And then when the guy broke her heart and like didn't really want her anymore and things were not greener on the other side, she went back to her boyfriend, the 18-year-old, and begged for him back. Her best friends in the house were Ty and Leslie, but tell me why when they were about to go to the club one night, she was like, I don't want to go to the black clubs. I don't want to go there. I don't feel safe. I'm a girl from upstate New York and I grew up around white people and I don't feel safe. So she quite literally, y'all, goes to the club with them and then takes a cab home. Like, that is absolutely insane to me.
740 is like, I guess there's a lot of black people there. It's more of a African American club.
Okay, I'm going back to the house. Now you like, it's a black club, so you leaving? That ain't right.
Bye, have fun. Bye. I'm not used to hanging out with black people because I come from a town of all white people, so I decided to go home.
Then after that, Leslie was like, girl, that's definitely very whack of you. And Ty, I guess, forgave her, but she started to make Leslie's life horrible, like purposely trying to wake her up in the morning super early. It was just crazy. Like, girl, if you're accused of being like racist, it doesn't help your case to bully one of the black girls like that you were accused of being racist towards in the first place. Like, it doesn't work like that. Then on top of this, it was crazy because Leslie was like, girl, I don't want to get to know you. Like, it's good. Like, I'm all good over here. And she like cried and was sad.
Like, it's not a big deal. Get over it.
What's going on?
No, huge fight again.
With you?
Yes, me and Leslie.
Which one's Leslie?
The big black girl. The one I share a room with. Sucks. I thought she was one of my girls, but I obviously know now she's not. I didn't do anything to her. I've always been by her side. And it's just funny how easily people can change.
She said that you said you didn't want to go to a black club because
I'd feel uncomfortable. That's what I said.
that's why she's upset with you.
And during this whole situation with Zara, Carrie tried to explain multiple times why everyone was mad at her, but she was like not getting it. And it's just like, girl, obviously if you say that you don't want to be around a race, like said race is going to look at you like, girl, what's your problem? I feel like Carrie got way too much hate. Like, yeah, she was annoying, but I feel like that hate should have been always directed at Zara, but that's neither here nor there. It's everywhere. Up next, we have Deanne Witt, and she is mostly known as Ripsey's replacement and was the first bad girl to become a mom. She was widely liked because her Texas charm just really worked for her in the house. Like, anytime she would say something, she would back it up 110%. And she, just like Leslie, always had like a good head on her shoulders. She was about that life. She's very family oriented, and to no one's surprise, she's actually active in charity work. How's that for a bad girl gone good story? Up next, we have go-go dancer Jojo Hernandez, and she actually replaced Ty and came in towards the very end of the season. A lot of people were like, girl, why would y'all even bring them in? Because it was already over, but she came in, so that's what it is. She was really nice and cool though, but they should have brought her in sooner if they were going to do that. She was way ahead of her time because she was always talking about how she definitely likes to marry or get with men for money, and it's just like she was so ahead of her time. She went on to do The Love of Ray J and was in the top 2 of I Love Money 3. She has since deleted her Instagram, but before that, she actually went on a podcast with Rocky. Up next, we have Andrea, and she actually was there too at the same time as JoJo. For the most part, she was chill, but she's actually one of the most successful bad girls because she is now an actress. She was in The Game, NCIS, and way more. Up next, we have somebody everybody loves to hate, which is Carrie. Carrie basically came in as this like country singer, and she told everyone that she did get dropped from her label, which was really sad. Like, she was trying to fight misogyny and stuff like that. A lot of fans said that she wasn't really a real bad girl and then was mainly focused on that country career. And it didn't help that she was telling her boyfriend that no one helped her when Ripsey was like attacking her. Everyone constantly was ripping Ripsey off of her, no pun intended. Everybody was grabbing Ripsey left and right, so I don't know what she means by nobody was helping her, baby. Everybody was there. Everybody was there. There were people like watching Ripsey move from room to room, actually. They tried to get it under control. Other thing that a lot of fans don't like is honestly, Carrie did cry a lot over little stuff, and so people just weren't getting bad girl vibes from her, like, at all. Carrie is now 50, won Battle of the Beach, and is married with 2 kids to a country singer. Me personally, I didn't dislike Carrie that much. I actually liked that she was trying to sit down Zara and explain to her why she was wrong in this situation with the whole like not wanting to go to Black Club situation. But I felt like Carrie was slightly overhated, but yes, she is kind of annoying to watch. Who is y'all's favorite and least favorite from this season and why? And what is y'all's craziest fight? For me, it wasn't that crazy to see Ty and Amy fight on the beach or whatever. For me, it will always be like Ripsy running through like a tornado, and then afterwards she got like snippy with people that were like, you know, you kind of did this, and she was like very irritated, but I just felt like Ripsy needed a lot of help, if you get what I'm saying. But it seems that she did get that help. Let me know below who is y'all's favorite and least favorite and why, and I will see y'all for season 2.